This time a four-man rush. And there's Pitta. Pitta bounced into the end zone. How about Dennis Pitta?
On fourth down, and they got it. Pitta. They got Pitta doubled.
Up there for Dennis Pitta. Touchdown. BYU back on top.
He's an All-American.
Pretty good.
He's a Super Bowl champion.
I got a story about that exact play. Okay, I'm about to call the women's volleyball match that night. I can't remember who BYU played. And I've got my headphones on during the prayer. And that play happens. And in the truck, they're freaking out. They're going, Dennis Pitta just scored a touchdown. And it's the prayer. And I go, Dennis Pitta just scored a touchdown? Like that loud. And everyone turns around like, why are you talking during the prayer?
You're just
I was excited
the
Dennis
people.
scored. And true to form, Dennis's helmet popped off. They couldn't get the chin strap tight enough, I guess.
One of the greatest college football tight ends in the history of the game.
Still holds the record for most yards by a tight end in college.
Amazing.
Still.
Alongside Jarom Jordan, I'm Spencer Linton. Let's welcome him into the program on a Friday.
Okay?
Yes, there is time for Dennis Pitta, who joins us from his new home in beautiful, sunny Southern California. Dennis, welcome back to the show.
Dennis?
That was the nicest intro you guys have ever done for me. Normally it's just like, oh, this guy's on again, but I appreciate that. There was actual real excitement by Jarom there to have me on.
I was reminded of those great plays, man. It was fun to watch you play at the Brigham.
You made Jarom.
What a start to this interview.
I know. You made him blurt out during a prayer.
We're peaking early. Yeah.
Dennis, we've been talking about the non-conference Power 5 requirements specifically for the Big Ten. It's come up that maybe they're going to take that away and essentially lighten the schedule or give teams the option to do so.
Michigan didn't play one last year. Helped them.
Yeah. So we took it to, okay, well, would we be okay if BYU didn't have a non-conference Power 5 requirement in scheduling in the Big 12? Where do you stand on that and how it could potentially affect BYU and Utah as non-conference opponents?
I like not having to play a Power 5 team in the non-conference schedule, to be completely honest. I mean,
nice.
You look at some of the best teams. I mean, Alabama does this seemingly every year where they just play a bunch of cupcake teams before they have to get into SEC play, which makes a ton of sense to me because you go play in the SEC, you play in the Big 10 or Big 12 or whatever it may be, and you have P5 games each and every week. And for a team like BYU, that's a rigorous schedule, especially right now when you're just entering a conference like that. And so I love to see the quote unquote cupcake type games early on in that season before you have to get into that grueling schedule and play all those Big 12 teams. And so I will say I would love to see Utah on the schedule every year. I mean, I don't think any BYU fan would ever say they wouldn't, because it's just such a fun game. And I hate that rivalry has been tabled for a lot of years just simply because of the scheduling differences and all that. And that's just a game that has to be played every year, in my opinion. So aside from Utah, which is, arguably a top 10 team almost every year right now. And so that's a tough non-conference game. And so if you can have Utah on the schedule and then, a bunch of non-P5 teams, I think that plays out perfectly. But I'm not for the scheduling that, hammer yourself early on and then get into Big 12 play and just, try to hold on and survive. So, get tuned up a little bit with some easier games. And I like how this schedule shakes out kind of like that.
To be fair to Alabama, they played Texas last year and this year. So they are playing somebody. But I see your point of
but traditionally they've been taking a lot of heat because of their non-conference scheduling, which I totally agree with. I think Alabama does it right, because the last thing you want is to have to play a grueling game early on. And yes, they've played, Texas and some other good teams early on, but SEC is tough enough. Why do that to yourself?
The easiest solution to this is that Utah is in the Big 12, because then it's a league game, and then we don't feel the need to maybe go get a non-conference game that's unique. Although we do love a tough schedule, almost more than a game. Independence was pretty fun that way. But in the Big 12, hey, we're in it to win it. So let's go. Okay, in terms of the win total, odds makers are putting a low number on BYU, somewhere between 4.5 and 5.5 wins going into the season. What's your sort of expectation, given that Vegas is saying that?
It's tough because it's not going to be easy in the Big 12. I mean, I understand why it's at 4.5, 5.5, somewhere in there. I mean, if you look at the schedule, I mean, you can make an argument that, yeah, I mean, getting to 5 wins is a pretty decent accomplishment in the first year in the Big 12. But I think BYU is going to steal a couple games that they're going to be underdogs in. They may lose a game or two that they are favored in, which, we've seen in years past, which is always unfortunate. But I think they're going to be around that 6 mark. I'll take the over on the 5.5 for sure. But listen, they're going to have 9 straight. I mean, really 10 straight when you consider Arkansas, P5 games after the first 2. And so, I mean, BYU, yeah, we've had some tough independent schedules, but nothing like that. And so I think you have to be realistic as a fan. I mean, there's going to be growing pains in the Big 12. There just are.
BYU fans aren't realistic,
we don't know
Dennis.
I get that. I understand that.
It's all good.
I don't want to be realistic. I love, putting the blue goggles on and thinking we're going to get, 9, 10 wins, but it's just, I think you have to table your expectations a little bit because of the circumstances. And, if this is 3, 4, 5 years down the road and we've been a Big 12 team for a while, I think it totally changes. But your first year having to play 10 straight P5 games, it's going to be tough. And who knows what this team is? I mean, you have a whole new quarterback. I love Keaton Slovis and I love the group around him. But who knows? Every team is so different. I mean, you don't know how injuries are going to play out. You don't know anything. And so I think a good conservative number is probably a 6-7 win season. And I think if you get to 7 wins, you should be really happy with that as a BYU fan. And I know a lot of people won't be, and a lot of people won't love me saying that. But, at the same time, you have to be realistic.
Dennis Pitta bringing the prime perspective to BYU Sports Nation, the Pitta perspective, if you will. Dennis, I'm going to throw a couple of stats at you, and I'll say they're affecting how I'm looking at the season for BYU. You tell me where you stand on this. But traditionally speaking, if you look back across the last 4 to 5 decades, BYU wins 40% of their Power 5 games. There's been an uptick in that in the last few years, but I'm throwing out that exception, just saying, okay, 40% of your Power 5 games. BYU has 10 this year. They won 40%. That would be 4 wins, coupled with 2 wins that they're supposed to get early in the season. Now you're 6-6. Then over the last 5 years, BYU is one of only 4 FBS teams to have a winning record as an underdog. They're 10-8 in the 18 games over the last 5 years where they have been a Vegas underdog. So I'm buying heavily into those 2 things, and I think BYU is going to probably win 7 games. They'll just figure out how to do it. How do you see that? Do those things matter at all when you look at the history of what BYU has typically done and their success as an underdog and how you are projecting BYU to play this season?
That was a lot of really nerdy stats and statistics that you threw at me.
I'm channeling my inner Jarom Jordan.
I guess I'm not a big analytics guy from that perspective. I mean, yeah, the past is a great indicator of what you might get in the future, but every team is so different. I mean, you guys haven't played football. I have, clearly, so. I think I have a better understanding that, each and every team, there's so much turnover from year to year on a college football team, certainly on an NFL team. You just, you don't know what you're going to get every season. And so, yeah, listen, I have them right at like 6 or 7 wins, and that's with a couple upsets. That's with a couple, winning a couple games where they're going to be underdogs.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm sure, those odds aren't out yet. I mean, how many games on this schedule is BYU going to be an underdog? Probably a decent amount once you get into Big 12 play. And so, statistics aside, I'm right there with you. Like I said, I think that 6-7 win number is, a pretty good optimistic number, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
I mean, it could certainly be worse, and I don't think we want that. But listen, you get into Big 12 play and you're on the road in Texas, and then you even at home you have Oklahoma coming into town, and there's just some tough games that it could go either way with a lot of these teams. And so hopefully you get lucky with injuries. Hopefully the ball bounces your way in a couple of these games. Hopefully you get a couple turnovers that maybe you shouldn't have, and you just never know. And so statistics are great, but we'll see how everything plays out on the field.
We have the NFL schedule now. Certainly more Cougars in the NFL, especially at skill positions, than we've had in a long time, maybe ever. Dave McCann argued perhaps it's the best group ever this week in the Deseret News from BYU in the NFL. Are there any matchups that really stick out to you that you're looking forward to watch among Cougars playing Cougars?
You guys are giving me a lot of credit. You think I'm out there studying these NFL schedules?
I thought we sent you this question before the interview.
Yeah, you know what? If you think I'm preparing for these interviews, you're sorely mistaken.
See, Dennis, you haven't hosted a TV show before like us, so.
I'm sorry. You guys wanted me to go study all the NFL schedules before this?
All you have to study is the BYU guys on those teams, bro.
Yeah, my bad. So go ahead, throw some matchups at me.
How about this? How about Tyler Algier and the Falcons in a rivalry game against the Saints with Taysom and Jamal?
Yeah, no, that sounds like a great one.
Twice a year.
I'll probably be watching that one. Yeah, I mean, how about the 49ers? The 49ers ever play?
They play the Rams twice with
some
Puka.
guys.
So you got Fred Warner and Puka Nacua matching up? Yeah?
Yeah, I love it. Like, listen, I think you're laughing at me because you think I'm trying to just make something up.
We're just watching the wheels spin.
No, here's what I was actually going to say. I think there hasn't been a time in the NFL that in recent memory where you have so many impactful BYU football players on rosters.
Amen.
And I think I think that's the coolest thing. I mean, you look at Fred Warner's arguably the best player at his position.
Yes.
You got all these running backs now with Tyler Algier and Jamal and impact guys. Taysom obviously and what he's been doing. I mean, you could list so many different guys, and then all the newcomers. Puka, what's he gonna do with the Rams? What's his role gonna be? And is Jaron getting an opportunity in Minnesota? I mean, there's so many cool things to look for in this NFL season, but there's so many important Cougars on rosters that when I was playing in the NFL, I'm trying to think Austin Collie was another one that was out there, who obviously was a great player. There weren't a ton of BYU guys that were making big impacts for their teams in the NFL at that time, and so I think that's what's the coolest thing. BYU starting to really churn out some good NFL talent, and now you have a ton of matchups. Even though I don't know what those matchups are, but you have a ton of great matchups in the NFL where you can watch Cougars, be out there shining and doing their thing each and every Sunday.
Good save, Dennis. Good save.
Thank you.
By the way, that beanbag looks super comfortable to your right. Is that a beanbag?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's comfortable. It's a beanbag. Yeah, it's a beanbag. This is kind of a theater golf simulator room that I'm in right now. But
nice, dude.
Okay.
So it's a cozy room, but yeah. So listen, if you guys think I read over the questions that you're going to ask me, I like to go in fresh.
I like that.
I
like that.
I don't want to be premeditated.
What a great excuse.
No premeditated answers, right? No premeditated answers
from the hip. Yeah.
I like to just go off the cuff, speak from the heart. I don't want some kind of,
I don't need to study the playbook, coach. I'll just go in and go into the huddle.
No, just tell me what
the
route,
ball.
and I'll get open.
Yeah, I'll get open.
That's right.
Great stuff. Dennis, congratulations on getting into your new home. Super cool setup you got there. We'd love to have you back in Studio B at some point. So, make some time for us if you're in Utah this summer, man. We'd love to have you here.
Read the questions we send you next time, okay?
Yeah, I will for sure. Listen, I don't need to be, I don't need to be rehearsed like you guys. Okay, I don't need all this preparation. You just come on and just wing it. I will tell you, since I've been in Studio B with my other two compadres, Max and Austin, both have gone down with serious injuries, and I'm a little nervous. I'm the next. Obviously, Max towards Achilles. Austin did the same thing playing basketball a couple weeks ago.
Oh, shoot!
I am.
Take it easy.
Yeah. I'm on high alert here.
It's like Final Destination stuff going on.
Dennis, we're giving you BYU Sports Nation karma to avoid any sort of injury.
I need all the karma.
Like good vibes headed your way, man. Hey, it's great to catch up with you, brother. Can't wait to discuss the Big 12 with you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Dennis.